Life Talk.
Hey.
You rock it with Sports Life Talk. Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown all podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the yeet of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets. From copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pull you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. It is Wednesday, August 24th. I couldn't see. I'm not on my, as you can see, I'm not in my normal setup here. So didn't know what day it was. But thank you all for joining us this evening. This is episode 153 entitled Charlene. We talking about the Anthony Hamilton.
No, we're not. No. Hey, stop all that. You save it for later.
Charlene.
Save it for later.
All right, sorry, that's probably the coaches group. All right, so before we get into who Charlene is, let's do some introductions. But y'all already know who we are, but it's okay. We're gonna do them anyway. To the side of me, I never can figure out which side. What side is that on? The left side, the right
It's
side?
on your left.
My left? This
It's
is my
on your left.
No,
Oh, it is my left. Okay. Last week my math was bad. This week my directions was bad. Because I swore 36 times. Anyway, all right then. So we have the mouth of the South. B. Jones, how you doing today, sir?
No, I'm ready. I'm hype. We about to have a good time. Welcome back, Sports Life Talk Nation. You know we love y'all.
All right. And then, of course, we have Coach Reede down at the bottom there.
what is up, fam? I've had one heck of a day. I'm just glad to be here with y'all, though. It's great.
I know. We just make everything all better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then we have the lovely Ms.Manhattan today with the cute earrings on.
Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing? How everybody feeling this evening?
I feel like we got something in store tonight. I don't know. It's kind of that little silent, quiet before the storm. You ever heard of that? That's how I'm feeling right now. So ask me at the end of this show. Ask me when we get to the 50, 60 minute mark after you do what you do and Kevin and KD do what they do. Then I'll tell you how I feel. Right now.
I'm trying to get my lighting together because I feel like I'm dark on this side, but that describes me. You know, I'm half and half.
Gemini.
Absolutely. So this is my dark side and this is my good side. All right, y'all. So like I said, this is episode 153 entitled Charlene, and our cover person for this week is none other than Charlene Curtis. And I say none other, but I don't know who Charlene Curtis is. So KD, why don't you enlighten me?
All right. So I struggled a little bit trying to find info on Miss Charlene Curtis. And once I got to the good juice, it's really good. So here we go. I'm about to tell you, Pam. So before coming to Wake Forest in 1997, Charlene Curtis had already blazed a trail for so many before her and continued to do so for her entire life. At first, through her talent in music, she earned her first ever first as the first African-American in the Roanoke Youth Symphony. Her love for athletics also remained strong, leading her to try out for the women's basketball team as a freshman at Radford in 1972. And as the Highlanders' first African-American player in the women's basketball, she went on to become the first 1,000-point scorer in Radford history. Ms. Curtis became a band director in Bedford County, Virginia, where she not only was the first African-American coach at the school she taught at, but the first African-American teacher, period. Curtis would open many doors in the future in the ensuing decades. She later became the first African-American head coach for the women's basketball team at Temple University. There she served in her first stint with the USA Basketball and USA Basketball Selection Committee, one of the first of many leadership roles she took off the court in the profession. She hits so many firsts, and it's amazing. So you gotta, I'm gonna have to send you an article, Pam, because she did some amazing things, and I just touched like the gist of it.
And also, and she just passed away too of cancer.
Ah, so this episode is definitely dedicated to her. But I'm like you, Ms.Manhattan. I was a little bit disappointed at the lack of information. I mean, when you start uncovering, you got to read 3 or 4 articles, and all of a sudden you start really uncovering it. But the lack of information about this woman is appalling. I'm just gonna say, y'all need to do better. Whoever y'all is, y'all need to do better. This story should be on Netflix or something before we talk about some other stories on Netflix. But I'll go ahead and introduce my question of the week anyway. I got a good one. And because this one is so difficult, it is so difficult that I'm Cash Apping tonight. Not only are you going to get a Sports Life Talk t-shirt, but I'm Cash Apping tonight. $20 to the first person to go to our DM. And I got my cell phone right here. You got to go to our DMs at Sports Life Talk on IG. So I hope you got an IG account. If you don't, I don't know, text Kevin or something like that. We'll figure it out. But I want to know which female ESPN analyst played under Coach Curtis, became an All-American at Wake Forest. Which female ESPN analyst played under Coach Curtis at Wake Forest? Be the first one. $20 is yours. I'm waiting. I got the phone up here. I'm burning. I'm ready to send this cash out. And you know what? For those of you who don't have cash, I'll even sell you. Get it correct, though. Get it correct, and you'll get a t-shirt and $20. What's up, Gemini?
Don't even say the answer.
No, I was gonna say, can I slide in the DMs? Because I need $20.
Pretty sure if you do what you did last week, somebody send you 20. So let's go.
Oh my God.
Last week.
Your camera, when the camera flop.
That wasn't last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks ago. Go ahead and do that. You probably get more than 20.
I got on my little shorts tonight too, though. But
Lord have mercy. Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that, fam.
It is time for the Playmakers.
Well, hold on, Kevin. You free tomorrow night, Kevin? We got time? We got time to go out there to Denton? 7 o'clock? That's gonna be tough on you, ain't it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna be there.
I might have to go represent for the family by myself. I'm not too far from Denton. That's the only reason why I'm talking that cash money.
If it had been a Friday, I'd have been out there for sure.
Yeah, I'm only about 30 minutes from Denton.
Yeah,
we're going to figure out a Friday. We're going to figure out a Friday, Coach.
Somebody tell me you bunny hop. Katie, come on.
Katie, damn it. You win the $20 and then cash out me the $20.
Ain't nobody going to win that $20 because that's a tough question. That one I reached, though. I'm telling you. I had to do when I got to research to come up with the question, then it's rough.
All right. Well, it is time for the Playmaker segment. And KT,
well, after what, 2 years? A year, you probably got that right, but great job.
It's in your head now, though, ain't it, fam? It's in your head now. He's like KD, KT. Yep.
You know what? We're going to help you out. Hey, KD, can you raise your hand? KD, can you raise your hand? That's KD. Now, when you say KT, I raise my hand, okay? There we go. Good.
Or you could just go Ms.Manhattan. We kind of do.
We kind of put names under everybody. That's too many syllables. Ms.Manhattan, KD. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Dallas educational system has just let us down.
I was a bitch done. Thank you.
That's that Gary, Indiana.
You worried about syllables and you damn near 50. All right, so we had Coach Quentin Morgan, head football coach of Langston University. He dropped by to share his football journey and why he had next. And if you watch this episode, then you know the true Louisiana show. I got jumped. I lost championship rounds, which I do whenever somebody from Louisiana or somebody named Brandon. But please go and check out his show. He's dope. We're going to homecoming down there, so hide your aunties.
Hey, it was a fire show. It was a fire show. And we coming out. We gonna come up and we showing out. I promise y'all. Can't wait.
Hide your aunties. I need to get that shirt made. Hide your aunties. I'm getting that shirt made.
For what?
Hide
your auntie from what?
Hide your GGs too. If they look like Gemini.
See, Gemini, that's a running joke in the You Got Next series. If you just
whatever.
So, who has a local business?
KD.
We know you're always out.
I guess I'm the designated local business now.
So where you was this weekend? Because that's basically what we're about to get.
No, a couple of places. You got to narrow it down.
Yeah. So, y'all, I actually didn't do a thing this weekend. I just stayed at home. But let me tell y'all a story.
She never went to the gym.
No. So, as y'all know, it rained severely bad on Sunday.
Yes.
Or Sunday night into Monday. So my house, it's so crazy because we just got a new roof last week. And then whenever it rained, because, it rained on my side of town, like super heavy. I got the most inches out of all of DFW. My roof was leaking. So I had to stay at home an extra day, which kind of drove me crazy because I'm not used to being at home hardly ever. But so fast forward to the local business. There is this hibiscus rose syrup that I have been wanting on Amazon for the longest. It is a women-owned business, and I am going to mix it the next week. I'm going to mix it into a drink, and I am going to make a hibiscus rose cooler, which consists of I'll get to the
I got you.
What is it?
The drink of the week.
Yeah. So if y'all are interested in any of these syrups, you can use them for alcohol or tea, but you can find it on Amazon, and they run about $20 a bottle.
Dude here. Now, Katie, I was hoping the local business wasn't the roofing company.
That's what I thought. Hey, I thought it was leading up to the roofing company.
No, not at all. No, I'm definitely and y'all know, I live in a condo, so there's 4 buildings. So they made some pretty good money because the HOA paid it. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
They picked the wrong people. Then they'll never be our local business. That's for damn sure.
Definitely not. Hopefully, I didn't. Thankfully, I didn't get a lot of damage. It's just, it's just small things. So,
when Coach Steve, when he said something in the comments, I don't know if it's really rain and he talked about something else. That's why I'm just starting.
That's why I just said don't post that, because I feel like we would get an FCC fine for that one.
Hey, Coach, your fool though, I was tickled. Oh my goodness, we already know what Coach is talking about.
And I read it slow. I said I got the most.
And the rain too. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're gonna quickly do this local athlete. I saw this impressive story of a 7-year-old track phenom, goes by the name of Dakota White. Her dad, Corey White, used to play football back in the day, but recently Dakota set the national record for the Junior Olympics, and she's right here from out of the DFW area. She's been running since she was 3 years old, and Sports Illustrated has hailed her as the fastest kid in the nation right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So shout out to little Dakota. I went and checked out her IG page, and I mean, sis is putting in some serious workouts. I'm talking about 7 years old. I mean, she is humping and doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. So shout out to Dakota White. She is our Sports Life Talk Athlete of the Week.
All right, awesome. So it is time for the toast. Unfortunately, I'm in the kitchen, but I have absolutely nothing to drink. I drank a little bit earlier because it was a hard day. But anyway.
Y'all stop having bad days on Wednesdays. Y'all know this what time it is. We got to turn up with the family. Y'all have bad days on Thursdays.
No, don't have bad days at all.
Facts.
Just have productive days. So we'll just chug it to.
Go to the gym. Go meet Jim. Yeah.
Or just go to the gym. Yeah. So like I was saying, the drink of the week is going to be hibiscus rose cooler. It consists of vodka, of course, the hibiscus rose syrup, and freshly squeezed the lemon juice. Like I said, get it off of Amazon, $20. And then I'm going to give my toast to 17-year-old Washington, D.C. teen Christopher Bollinger becomes the youngest licensed Black pilot in the U.S. So
dang.
He's brave.
him.
Toast to him. Shout out. Salute.
Absolutely. All right, awesome. Well, it is time for the kickoff question. So today we have, I don't know who put that in there, an uncut kickoff conversation. And the topic is toxic relationships. I'm an expert in this. All right, so we have all watched.
Hey, nobody's gonna disagree with you either.
Yeah.
Man, the stories I could tell. All right, so we've all watched the drama unfold between Brooklyn involving KD and the team, which both parties have now decided to make it work. As we know, he is staying with the Nets. He is not going to LA, as I guess he wanted to initially. We see this all the time. So can this work? Like, when you get into it with somebody so many times, I mean, are we gonna try to make this work, or we just gonna call it quits?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I personally think that they can make this work, but because I've seen Will and Jada take it to the table, they aired all their dirty laundry. Because I've seen $1 million. That's what happened when you put $1 billion in the elevator. I've seen a lot of big time situations that we all talk about. The only difference I can say is that Kevin Durant, I'm not quite sure he handles things with the maturity of a Jay-Z or Will Smith. Okay. And that's not a knock on Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is an athlete. He's excellent at what he does, but I don't know. I personally don't know. And I still have people. I still got people texting me saying that he ain't have a choice, that he only stayed with the Nets, and Kevin Durant is saying that he only stayed with the Nets because he didn't have a choice. So I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know why. I know ESPN is spreading this narrative of they gonna make it work, they professional. But when you go out in the streets and you make your business public, like, hey, I don't want to be with you. I don't want no part of you. Send me somewhere else. And this is exactly why I don't talk about people. Look, let me tell y'all something. When your friend call you and they talking about their wife or their girlfriend, just say yes and just listen. Don't say, yeah, she wrong. Don't try to give no advice. Just listen and say yes, because guess what? People work it out. And then all of a sudden they going to remember you the one.
But if you say yes,
you just listen.
Yes.
No, I mean, I gotta agree with you. I gotta be like, man, I get it. I understand. Yeah, I understand that. I get where you're coming from. You gotta agree, or at least give a empathetic ear, okay? But I'm just telling you, people work it out. No matter how toxic it is, people work it out.
That's why I hate it when people get on Instagram and Facebook and y'all just bashing, and then 2 weeks later you see them out to dinner and you like, how am I supposed to feel about this? Like, am I supposed to be like, oh, y'all cute? Or am I supposed to be like, did y'all fight tonight? Like, I feel like sometimes you need to keep your toxicity private. Then that way you're not somewhere looking crazy when you decide to go back.
And speaking of looking crazy, just think about the Brooklyn Nets. Let's look at the leaders on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You got KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons. Those are your three leaders. A guy that up and quit in Philly.
Yeah.
And so mental health is nothing to play with. But he can even come back for the Nets to help them play in the series, even though they said that he had back problems. But Kyrie, we know that he'll be thinking, okay, I'm down for the team one day. And the next week he's in Vegas or something at a wedding or at a strip club. I don't know. It's just wherever he wants to go. So this won't work. Not with Steve Nash as the head coach either, because he can't handle anybody. Well,
Kevin, to make matters even worse, you got your best player on the team coming out saying that it's either him or me. So he put an ultimatum out just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that, hey, I don't want to be coached by Steve Nash. I don't want
the coach or the GM. He said two people.
So, Pam, I want to ask, since you're the queen of toxic relationships, no shade. What is the secret sauce? How do you make a toxic relationship work? I mean, what has to happen? Do both people just have to say, hey, you crazy, I'm crazy, we just gonna be crazy together? I mean,
I think you need to determine what makes, in my opinion, you need to determine what makes each person be toxic. Is it, I mean, let's Blueface and whatever that chick's name is.
Christian.
God dog it. If that girl don't get somewhere and sit down, and she done been to jail 15 times behind this dude. She done fought the mama, the sister, the brother-in-law, and all this stuff. And then next thing you know, you see them kissing. I think that you need to get to the root of what the toxic or what causes the toxic behavior and work on that. I honestly don't know. I've never been in a toxic relationship where it lasted and it worked. Because there's so much, because for me, in my most recent toxic relationship or my longest toxic relationship, so much damage was done. Like, I can't even really see you. Like, when I look at you, I see me being embarrassed in public, or I see us fighting, or it's like I don't remember the good times. All I see is the negative stuff. So to me, I don't feel like it can unless both people are willing to make a complete, and a guy can't say, oh, she's a toxic one, and a woman can't say, oh, he's a toxic one, because both of y'all allow the toxic behavior. So both of y'all is toxic.
But like Coach Steve said in the comments, addicted to drama and low self-esteem.
Exactly.
But I'm curious. I want Dennis, because Dennis is a long time part of the family. He been rocking with us for about 3 years. So Dennis, what is the basketball, the NBA's version of sex though? Is it Kevin Durant putting up a lot of buckets, or do they have to do something privately, like a dinner or something between him and the owner? Because if I'm the owner right now, I don't even know how he show his face at the owners convention. I know he worth $1 billion, but he gonna walk into a room with a bunch of other billionaires and they gonna look at you like, bruh, you got took to the woodshed this summer. I mean, you got embarrassed. And then you had to still keep this guy and couldn't get no deal in return for him. I mean, there has to be something.
Well, I will say this, B. Jones. I think he didn't get the right deal. And when he didn't get the right deal, it was like, look, here,
but I mean,
you can't go anywhere if I can't get the right deal.
Right. But if he would have took a discount deal, it would even been more embarrassing, because not only did you lose the player that you basically mortgaged off Brooklyn's future for, but you didn't even get your future back. So yeah, he couldn't have took just any deal. They were handcuffed. They were handcuffed to this dude.
It has to be more than just making the playoffs, because they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, it's got to be more than just making the play. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That ain't enough. I'm just going to go on record and saying, if that team implodes with all of those pariahs that Kevin just mentioned, and I don't care, y'all can sit at the KD, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie. I like them all on the court. Ben Simmons is an LSU guy, but they all make the headlines for the wrong reason. I ain't heard not one headline for all three of them guys about getting buckets, and that's what their main job and what they get paid millions of dollars to do. If something goes wrong with that team, I won't be shocked. I won't be surprised. But if you got an extra $50, put your money on Brooklyn, because I get the Vegas odds probably just sick right now. You can probably get a really great deal.
And I'll say this too. LeBron makes stuff look easy. So everybody think they can go out there and build a super team and work with management and stuff. You ain't LeBron, bro. LeBron can do it. You can't. Just saying.
All right, Pam.
All right, look. So now it is time for the Manhattan Project. Oh, Katie, did you have anything to say about?
I didn't. I think it's just to piggyback off of what B said. Like, they're always in the talks, but then it's nothing. It's not about nothing that they're doing on the court. So it's like, that's why last night, whenever Dresses and Salted Pretzels brought it up, I kind of was just speechless, because it's like, what are we doing? I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing about them. And
y'all was on that show last night?
We were.
Yeah.
How did it go? I forgot. I'm sorry.
So I'm glad that you asked, because I could just segue right into the Manhattan Project. So everybody go watch episode 50 of Dresses and Salted Pretzels. Me and Gemini Jones were on there, and we played Never Have I Ever. And so it was interesting. I had like a little mini confession session about calling a boo the wrong name. So if y'all want to hear about it or see it, just go check it out.
Okay, we definitely going to check that out and see.
I'm downloading right now.
But we really had a dope coach that we had to get our own yesterday, and that episode will be out pretty soon. But my bad, man.
Okay. So
well, I thought you was finna say I got some confessions about being in a toxic relationship, because you got real quiet when that segment came on. I'm just saying, I was like, we only got a crew of 3 because it was a ghost down there for KD. She was like,
the Homer Simpson on this beach, y'all.
You notice I said, do you have anything to say?
Like she faded to black. She didn't want to talk about toxic relationships.
No,
I did. I'm not ready to unpack that yet.
Okay. Keep carrying it. We'll carry it with you.
All right. So my mad question asking, of course, now I'm going to go around with y'all with the confession session, and the topic is catfish. So as y'all know, the story Untold with Manti Te'o is on Netflix. If y'all haven't watched it, go check that out also. So he played for Notre Dame in, I think it was like for 4 years, I think from 2009 to 2012 or however many years that is. He was catfished and by his mystery girlfriend. So my question to y'all is, have y'all ever been catfished?
I haven't been catfished, but I think I may have told y'all this story before.
No, please do.
When they had the Yahoo personals, somebody stole my pictures and used them and was sending it to this one girl, sending her poems and everything. She had fell in love. So after blue, I got an email. It was from my homegirl. She was like, okay, so is this you? I was like, yeah, not from Yahoo personals, just from the regular email. I was like, yeah. She said, have you been, sending these to my friend? I was like, no, I haven't. And she sent me the page and everything with my picture. So me and my boy, I know Scoop, who normally rocks with him, been here in a while. I said, man, I'm going to meet them at the mall just to clear this up. Go with me. So I got there. She saw me. She was smiling and everything, but I said, hey.
So you was like Shaggy with "It wasn't me."
That wasn't me. But the
I
thing
bet
was,
if she had been cute, you would have been like, "Hey,
I'm trying to tell you, hey, baby, I've been in your DM every night.
No.
You hear me?
Her friend already knew, so that was it. And she wasn't bad looking at all. But it was just the fact of, man, somebody just out of all the people in the world, you want to pick me? Like, boy, you was desperate. You was just on hard times then. But hey, I appreciate you.
Well, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go to the opposite of that. So Kevin was, I guess, cloned. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna tell you something. So back in the day, now this is way back in the day when dial-up used to have a little those little noises when you log in. AOL had it set up to where you could go on these little virtual chat rooms. Well, mom, we used to go to the grocery store. We used to steal all the little free codes and all the 15-minute codes and all that little stuff. Well, once my mom found out that me and my cousin Daryl, we was going on there, she was like, y'all better not be telling nobody who y'all is. So we would go on there under this whole little disguise. We was just talking to people from all over the country. Nobody knew we were like 13-year-old boys sitting on the computer back in the room. But man, we were talking cash money. I'm talking about if somebody got out of line, I was cussing like I was Cedric the Entertainer. Not Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac. If it was a girl on there, man, I'm telling y'all, the lines that was dropped.
My gosh, that's funny.
Hey, I think his name was like Brevin Maxton. We was cold with it. Cold. Nobody even knew.
Yeah. So my story is, I say that I catfished somebody. So
you did?
I did. So I didn't use somebody's pictures or anything. It was before social media was a thing. And so I was dating this guy and I didn't like his cousin, but I liked his cousin's voice. So I would act like I was my older sister and I would like change my voice while I would talk to the older cousin. So I wasn't like interested in dating him. I just wanted to talk to him on the phone. So that's my catfish story.
KD,
me and Kevin's I kind of understood. Yours is a little bit. That's a psychological. I'm gonna tell you, y'all keep an eye on this one.
This was like I think I was in 9th grade. It was like 9th, right before 10th grade. So
but do you know the level of crazy you got to be to change your voice like it was literally a Disney movie?
Like I'm using my regular voice, and then whenever I was on the phone, I'd be like, "Hey, what you doing?"
So did y'all read what KD Damon said? So basically, they pulled a Friday. Remember talking about, yeah, my friend looked just like Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah. That part. How about you, Em? Have you catfished somebody or been catfished?
No, I've never catfished anybody, but I have been catfished. I need y'all dudes to stop putting these old ass pictures on y'all profiles, and then when I show up, you looking like somebody pawpaw. Moving along.
Well, pal, you a Gigi though, ain't that? Hey, don't you want a pawpaw?
Do I look like a Gigi?
Nah, you don't look like that
Exactly.
Gigi.
I don't need you to look like a pawpaw. I don't need you to look like you need a walker in about 2 years.
With them Reeboks on.
Thanks. And the loose leg jeans.
When was the last time it happened, Pam? Talk on it. Speak on it. When was the last time it happened?
July.
Damn. That was 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
And his pictures, he looked my age. And then when I got there, I was like, oh.
How'd you get out the situation?
How did you get out of it? Did you stay?
My thing to do is Homer Simpson. Maybe I would back up out them bushes and
Man, did he kind of feel what was up? Did he knew you was like, damn, you got me? You on mute, pal. You on mute.
All right. That wasn't the only. I think he did eventually get the hit. That wasn't the only thing. It was some other stuff that went along with that. I could have got past that, but there was some other things that went along with that. So it was another thing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Which leads me into the Uncut Gem when Ms.Manhattan is ready.
All right. So again, like I say, watch Untold. It's going to be like a whole series of different things. The Manti Te'o was really good, and then of course the person who's behind doing the catfishing, they made me so mad because they didn't feel bad for what they did because they ruined this man's career. And they're just talking like,
I'm gonna have to watch this special because I remember vividly like the news people was like talking to him about his girlfriend. He volunteered the information about his because they just want to know about, hey, you a kid, you 22 years old. Tell us about your girlfriend. He was happy. He was happy
but didn't they say that she like passed away?
No, the catfish person lied and said, had the brother call and say that she passed. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, she resurrects. Like
that's what it was. He played after his girlfriend had died. That's what it was. And it became a national story. That's crazy. I'm going to go watch this.
His grandmother passed, and then the girlfriend the same day passed. So it was like 2 deaths in the family, y'all. It was crazy. So yeah, y'all go watch it.
Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. The jokes that came off of Manti Te'o's off of his back. I mean,
boy, comedians, everybody got on that dude, man.
I mean, it was equivalent to Chris Rock getting slapped on stage at the Oscars. That's how big that was.
And then the news channel or station or website that dropped the news wasn't even like a big thing. It was just like just a small website that accepts things and tries to share them in hopes of going viral. And this is the one thing that they went viral for. So go watch it. It's on Netflix. So thank y'all for tuning.
But just in case you don't go watch it, I read an article about this on ESPN. Manti Te'o, he got a beast now. His girl now is real. She pregnant. And they just had a kid, and she is gorgeous. Yes. Manti landed on his feet. That's all.
Are we sure about this? Are we sure?
Yes. Go look it up. She gorgeous.
Just want to make sure.
Coach, there's no moo-moos over here, baby. It's Adina Howard's t-shirt and panties. Next.
All right, Tim, what you got for the Uncut Gem this week?
Okay, so for the Uncut Gem, I like to tell y'all my dating chronicles. So this happened a while ago. So I went out on a couple of dates with a guy. Everything was cool. He paid for the first date. The second date, he paid for. I paid when we went to dinner and then we went to a movie. So when we got to the movie, I paid for the drinks. Apparently, he didn't say anything. It was no problem. So then our third date, we go bowling. Okay. And so the lady came over. It took forever. So he got there before I did. So he paid for the bowling. And then it took forever for us to get a server. So he actually went to the bar and got us a drink, which he paid for. So the lady came over to actually take our order a little bit later, kind of towards the end of our bowling. And I wasn't sure what I wanted. So I was like, well, go ahead. So he ordered, and then it was his turn to bowl. So he went and started bowling. So I gave her my order, and she was like, well, I need a credit card to start the order. And I was like, I didn't want to just sit there like, hey, she needs your credit card. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already done all this. Bitch, don't shut up. So I go ahead and I pull out my credit card, right? And I just give it to her. Now, in my mind, it's my intention. She was a black girl. It was my intention to tell her, hey, girl, catch him. Ask him if he plan on paying for this. Because I know, you know what I'm saying? It's 2022. I don't know what's going on. So, y'all.
Pam, she should have known black girl code. She should have been like looking at you and looking at him and like.
I mean, I was hungry. By this time, we had been there for a minute. So I was like, man, just get these wings started because I'm hungry. And so at the end of the night, she said, we were putting on our shoes and she said, y'all good? And he was like, yeah, we'll take the check. Y'all, I couldn't get my Jordan on fast enough because I was about to run and catch her like, woo, hey girl, don't run my card. You know, ask him. So y'all,
hey,
I couldn't find her. So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And so I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, he had the paper receipt. And I said, I said, did you sign for me? And he was like, what do you mean? And I said, did you sign for me? And he looked and he saw that it was my name on there. And I was like, he said, you paid? And I said, yeah, when she was here, she asked for a credit card and we were bowling. So I just gave her mine. He was like, you don't pay when you're with me. Oh,
that's the right answer, though. That's the right answer. It might have been a little
right
bit of,
answer, but okay,
Mufasa. It might have been a little aggressive.
Let me tell y'all how he treated me the rest of the day. Like, not really even the rest of the day. We were already leaving, y'all. He was like, I can't even focus right now. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry. It's not that big of a deal, you know. And so then he walked off to go do something. And then he came back. He was like, you ready? I was like, okay, well, fine, you know, whatever. So it was during the week anyway. So I'm like, all right, I'm tired. We get to the car, y'all. He opened that door, kissed me on my cheek. I got in. He was like, bloop, closed the door and walked off. I'm like, is he really mad about this? So we went out on a Thursday. The next day was Friday. I hadn't heard from him. Typically, it'd be a good morning text or something. Friday night at 8:00, he says, hey. And I didn't respond because I'm like, I'm going to wait to see what comes next before I respond back. Next thing I know, I got another text message from Zelle. He was giving me, y'all, it was $80 with tip. He was sending me my $80 back. And then he texted me, he was like, I sent you your money back. I meant to do it earlier, but I got tied up. And I responded back, I was like, you really didn't have to do that, but thank you. Yeah. And I have not heard from him since. Now, however, I did go on TikTok and he had sent a message to me. I guess it was all a dream.
Well, I'm glad it happened then because this dude got issues. He got control issues.
He literally got legit.
You know what? I'm gonna defend him. You know why? Because women, y'all drag dudes so bad now for not paying. I could tell. Now this is his fault though. I've been bowling, and it don't take that long to bowl, and you know you kind of keep your head on a swivel. And even when I'm bowling, I'm looking back. I'm like, look at me. I'm about to do it. Y'all watching? So he knew that the call was going across. So I don't know why he had to surprise.
No. Let me tell you. He thought that when he paid at the bar for the drinks, because he had to close out that tab, he thought that everything was going on that tab.
Okay, I got you.
But
still, though, I don't know why he was that mad, but I can understand him being a little frustrated because women think, I mean, you get one chance, and I mean, maybe he
didn't paid for the drinks at the movie theater the week before, and that was no problem.
Because that was $18.
No, it was not. It was $40. We was at the movie.
Did you get ices or did you just get regular large drinks?
We got drinks. So you didn't have a problem then.
Yeah,
you didn't know. You didn't know he was crazy at the rage.
He knew.
V. Jones, I want to defend him. I understand you want.
I'm trying my best, Kevin.
I know you want to be a gentleman, but why would you get that tone with her?
No, not only that, but when he was like, "Oh, you paid for it? What you mean? You didn't pay for it?"
And that's another thing. Like, look, homeboy, I hope you're watching the show tonight because you could have Zelled that money right then. You could have said, "Hey, what's your? You know what? Hey, don't worry about it. I got this. Hey, what's your Zelle?"
Yeah, I'll send it to you right then and there.
I'll send it to you right now and move on with the evening. That's all you had to do.
Yes. I don't know, y'all. It was weird. I've never had somebody get mad at me.
He was mad at himself. He was.
What'd you say, Katie?
He was mad at himself. No way that he was mad at you or felt some type of way.
I don't know. Like, Yeah, I don't know. If he had told me when I paid for those drinks at the movies, you don't pay for nothing when you with me, I would have been like, hey, she need a credit card. But he didn't say anything.
For real,
I'm like,
for
not
real.
that big of a deal.
But Pam, you know what? Enough of him. He's a loser. He's gone. He's
Pretty
old
much.
news.
He's
What
gonna
Sports
try
Life
to
Talk
control
Nation
you.
want to know. The Sports Life Talk Nation want to know. The real question is, Pam, can you bowl?
I thought about a good 75.
Well, that's a no. She answered the question, so that's a no. Lord.
Did they put the bumpers up for you, Pam? Did they put the bumpers?
You know what? Honestly, sometimes there are times when I do better, and then there's times I'm like, wow, that was rough. So, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go bowl. We
gotta go bowl. We gotta go bowl. Set it
We
up.
gotta do a family bowling night and like bring our kids.
Oh yeah, so I'm glad you brought it up. The family night. My wife, you know, she never wants to do anything, right?
What she want to do?
She said, "Hit them up. Let's go to the Prairie View Gremlin game."
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm
I
down.
was surprised. I was like,
Four figure.
I said, you know, no, say it again, just so I can make sure.
Everybody wear their running shoes though, because you know how they do it at the game.
Oh no! After halftime, we out. After we see the little band do their thing, we headed to the car.
Yeah, that's when the whole situation changes a little bit. So
No doubt.
What Saturday does it fall on this year?
No, man. She told me she was gonna be at home.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's in October, isn't it?
It's gonna be nice and cool.
Second weekend in October or something like that.
It's gonna be nice and cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be nice and cool though. So
yeah, we gotta make sure our seats are right by an exit so we can just run right about that month.
Oh my God.
Y'all scared.
Hey, no heels that night. Don't play.
No. I learned my lesson in college one time trying to be cute, y'all. I had to soak my feet for 2 weeks. Out there trying to
I'm kind of excited.
Crop top on and a little skirt with a slit up and some heels. Baby,
Y'all put this on the website or whatever we need to do. We need to put this on the calendar. Let's book that. Let's make that happen. PV versus who, Kevin? Graham?
Gremlin, yeah.
That's a state fair, huh? That's at the
Yeah.
state. That's
at the fair.
we might have to do some state fair. Go down there and watch Pam eat them hot dogs that she was dogging out.
I'll bring a date.
Yeah, who was that said that
Well,
they was like Six Flags food for you?
No, you're not bringing a date.
Why not?
We don't know if they're crazy or not. I ain't trying to get stabbed over you over there. I just want to have a good time, not end up in the hospital. I mean, just saying.
Bring Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Who's that?
Never mind. Hold on.
He
Y'all
played.
go ahead. Carry on. I got her.
Oh, you do your thing. We got it.
Yeah, you take care of your family. We're going to roll. What we got next? Right. We got the drop. It is that part of the show where we get to highlight new music. We coaches group and we're gonna talk a little sneakers. All right. So let's start it off with this music tip. Now want to let y'all know if you're new or you're just coming back to the show, the drop has changed a little bit. We are no longer telling you every single album that came out that's worth listening to. We're going to focus on one specific album that Ms.Manhattan will tell you to run and go listen to this week, and then give us your opinion on it. All right, who we got this week?
All right, so this week it is Tank, and he dropped R&B Money.
Oh my goodness! Nope, hold up, KD. When I saw you posting that on Instagram, I went and I was walking and I listened to it. Fellas,
instant heat.
Play it with your woman.
Yes,
it's that is what this album is about. My bad.
It's instant heat. I got to give Tank credit.
Boy, he showed his ass on this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes. So I posted it when it first dropped, and then I listened to it. I listened to it all day Friday, and I was like, "Oh my God, another favorite jam!" Like, this man is my husband just based off of this. I know he's already married, but it's okay. He's like my imaginary husband. But yeah, y'all go listen to it. My favorite song on the album is called "Too Late." It's kind of like he redid a couple of songs, but I haven't done the full research because I'm wondering if he wrote some of the songs. So, and shout out to Mel, who's in the comments, who recommended it to me first. He had posted it, and then I went and listened to it right after. So there's a lot of talks about R&B, R&B being dead. Diddy is the person who said it. I feel like it's coming back. R&B is like a little bit on the toxic side. Not everybody wants to be toxic. So I'm glad Tank dropped this album, and I'm so appreciative of it. And I would be so appreciative if y'all all go and listen.
Yeah, please. So, we need to talk about this album next week. And
yes,
Tank, I want to thank you because boy, my wife gonna for good 3-4 minutes on Saturday.
You gonna get blessed, Kevin? You gonna get blessed? Okay.
Give us some R&B music. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know y'all can't. I have a special announcement right now. I'm sorry, it's breaking news. I know y'all can't see. I don't know if you can see.
All we see is hair.
Debut.
All you see is the hair. But here we go.
Now that's the biggest drop of the year, ain't it?
Pretty much.
I have the grandbaby with me. So can you say hi?
How old is she now?
She is 5 months now.
Yeah, 5 months.
Yeah. Yeah. And she got her thighs out like Gigi. So we're gonna
as long as we don't get your thighs on the show right now. Well, never mind.
To say. We need the ratings. We need the ratings right now.
Let's go. Hey, but
she gonna do the rest of the show with us? She gonna do the rest of the show with us, Pam?
It looked like it.
All right, okay. All right.
But hey, shout out to everybody that's in the comments though, man. Thank y'all for listening to us tonight.
Shout out to y'all. All right, KT, what you got for the coaches group this week?
All right, so last week we did what? Female groups. Okay, so this week we're doing something totally different. All right, so we're doing favorite college movies. Favorite Black college movies. Here's a list, and just like I said last week,
I already know which my choice is.
Don't add anyone. I call this play. We're going to execute the play. All right, so your choices are Love and Basketball, Higher Learning, Stomp the Yard, Drumline, School Days, and The Great Debaters.
I'm going to go first. Oh, go ahead, B.
I'm just saying he frustrates me with these lists because he don't even list out the best one of all time. I don't understand. Kevin is a big time Halle Berry fan. He know there is no reason why Great Debaters should be up there over the program, dog. The program.
I put the list up. Can we just stick to the list?
All right. So for me,
it's going to be the list.
It's going to be the Drumline for me.
She's a baby. I'm going with Love and Basketball.
What about you, B?
Thank you for your heart.
I hate to say it. I gotta go. Drumline was pretty cold. I ain't gonna lie. Nick Cannon did that joint. I gotta go with Drumline too. But School Days was hot. So
yeah, School Days was hot. But
High Learning was cold too.
Yeah, if I put the program in, I'm going with that because of Halle Berry. Now the only reason I don't go Love and Basketball is because that's just like the what we say on the You Got Next, the Wheel of Fortune thing. That's the R, the S, the T, the L,
yeah.
But my other favorite movie is Drumline. That movie's cold.
Drumline was cold, wasn't it, man?
Zoe Saldana. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but y'all, Love and Basketball, isn't it kind of sad? Like, isn't it
horrible? That's the toxic. That's a toxic relationship movie.
Actually is. Yeah.
Yes,
well, maybe that's why I like it.
No brainer. Love and Basketball.
Yeah, I remember watching it, and I was like, "This is so sad. How does anybody like this?" But to each its own.
All right, B.
No, man, you also Coach's Groove.
Oh, well, come on now. The title of the show, the person that we're honoring, Charlene Curtis. This was an easy one for me. And it's Anthony Hamilton off his first album, which was a banger. You can play that joke almost straight through. So the song, the Coach's Groove this week is Charlene. That's why I didn't want y'all to sing it at the beginning because y'all was already throwing my stuff off.
Come on home to me, Charlene. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Woke up this morning to a letter that she wrote.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he did that though.
Boy,
he did that though. I felt this pain. I felt this pain on that song.
Yes.
What's crazy, when I was working in the music store when that CD came out, it was one dude. It was a whole bunch of people coming there and say, "Man, tell my boy about this Charlene song." Say less. I played it. Oh man, it's going hard. Let me get that CD. So that was like 2 sales in one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Charlene.
That's crazy. All right, man. Well, the drop this week gonna be quick because I owe y'all an apology. I sometimes I purchase shoes that don't necessarily I influence or I put out there in the sports life talk hemisphere. And this week I did it. I just got them in the mail. Hold that sneaker. This is the Michael Jordan 7s. These are called the Citrus. I've been trying to get them for quite a while. The resale value on them is crazy. I actually was going to put these shoes and highlight them and say, hey, y'all go out and get them. But I thought just from the pictures, they wouldn't have any appeal. Well, I told y'all that the sneaker game was going to change. I told y'all that they were going to become more available to us. I was just shopping, literally just looking around. They were just sitting out there in the cart. I said, let me go and cop these sneakers. Copped them, got them home. They super nice. Got the little, I'm just telling you, the colors on them is crazy. And I hate to say it, Kevin, when we take our team pictures, man,
we need to get those. I was thinking about that.
I got a rocker, man. He's got this SLT. I've been searching for the SLT sneaker, and this is coming super close, man. This is coming real close with the gold and the red and black. I don't know. It might go good with our logo.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what I'm
going to get those next month because I started a new district, so they ain't paying.
Yep. But Kevin, quickly throw up the last week's drop. We're gonna talk real quickly about so far the Irish drop this morning. If you didn't get them, I think they straight to cart. I know French Blue. I've seen those straight to cart. They came out last Saturday. So this Saturday you got the stealths, and then of course come back on Wednesday. They dropping another stealth, except it's gonna be the AJ1s. Last week we told you which of these pairs we getting. We'll let y'all choose for yourself, but I just wanted to throw them out there, let y'all see them one more time so y'all can know what's coming. If you want one Saturday, go get the stealth AJ12s, and on next Wednesday you go get the stealth AJ1s. All right, and I'm trying to get them both, but based off of what I've been seeing, I don't know. They going straight to cart, so we good. Let's go. Let's jump off.
The thing is, B Jones, they had the
You got the wrong canvas up there, KT.
Oh Lord, ain't nobody there. No, I don't.
See, now you told them who we had on the show, man.
Yeah, well now they know. But I was trying to get that early release on the AJ1s, man. They did it twice.
Yeah, I know. I missed them both. I was grinding.
I almost got them in the 14, but I was like, man, I'm gonna get them in the right size 13. So.
All right. Well, here we go. It is that time of the show where Kevin and I, we get to talk a little bit of sports. We take this thing back over. We call this the Pick Six, except we doing some growth. We growing in this thing. So first and foremost, look out for the fantasy weeklies. We got them coming. We are only a few weeks away from football season. I'm super excited. I can't even breathe. But this year we're doing something where we got a host league. We got the Sports Life Talk host league, which I will give y'all updates weekly on how Gemini Jones and Ms.Manhattan perform. So Gemini, make sure you get your application in or get your team submitted. We got it's a 10-team league. I think Katie Dammit and guess what? Guess what her team name is below me, y'all? Creme Brulee.
It's Kim Brulee.
Kim Brulee. That's the name of her fantasy league team. So y'all come. We're gonna post the scores up on our IG page. We'll keep y'all going. But here we go, Kevin. Point number 1. Is it ever in any circumstance okay to walk out on your team mid-season? Liz Cambridge walked out on her team 2 weeks before the playoffs when her team was still in the hunt.
But I think we talked about this before, man. I don't think she's about basketball anymore. She's become such a big influence on social media that basketball is the last thing for her mind. So you know what? If you're not going to help the team and it's all about you, then just leave.
Yeah, I thought about it. I think that there are certain situations to where if a player needs to step away from the game, you do. But I think it's how you quit. I think it's how you quit and how you step away. Skylar Diggins, I don't know what happened to her, but she just recently left her team 2 days before the playoffs started. And her team was actually one of the better teams in the league. So I just think it's not good to ever quit your team.
They got hurt.
Oh, did Skylar Diggins get hurt?
Yeah, they both got hurt.
I heard something different, but then again, I was talking to just another fan, so they may have been feeding me some inaccurate information. All right, Kevin, point number 2. Which list? This is the season where we get all kind of lists. AP list, media publication list, NFL Network had the players list. But which ones do you respect more? Media rankings or player rankings? So let me define it. Media rankings is predominantly built of reporters or people like me and you who've never played the game, or then so they ultra critical. Then you got players who, to be honest with you, they might have some personal relationships in stake, and they got some personal investment as to why they will push one person over the other. So which list do you respect, the media rankings or the player rankings?
I mean, media rankings, they have some personal issues as well. So.
They do. That's true.
And I want to lean towards the players, man, because they've been there, they've done it. Media, not saying that they're not professionals, they don't know what they're doing. I lean more towards the players.
Pam, you cannot breastfeed on that, okay? I'm sorry. Can't do it.
I am multitasking over here. You know, us women, we do it all.
Go to Black, please. No, I'm just messing.
She ain't getting nothing but powdered milk out of this. I really hate y'all.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Here we go. Kevin, back on track. All right. Braun was just extended $97 million for 2 years. Kevin, quickly as possible, do you pay him that crazy amount of money at that age? $1 million for every year he's been on Earth.
I can't, man. I know LeBron is one of my favorite players of all time, but I can't. B. Jones, I couldn't do it.
Kim, you shaking your head? Kim, like, no, you don't pay him $40 million a year at the age of 38. You not paying him Manhattan?
I'm not a fan of LeBron, so I'm just like,
No, I 100% am paying him. I'm paying him. He's the greatest player ever. He's still in shape. He dropped 30 buckets, 30 points a game last year, one of his highest ever. Put some players. If he can get the whole team healthy, the Lakers will be better.
But that's the thing, though, B. Jones. You know good and well Mr. Glass ain't gonna be healthy.
Yeah, all right. So, Kevin, I'm going to let you rant on this one. I'm going to let you go off on this one because over the last 6 months, we've heard Nick Saban come out and bash NIL and complain about recruiting. And all of a sudden, the news media broke this morning. Yesterday, he has signed a $94 million contract. Kevin, how does this make you feel, sir?
So it's okay for you to get your money. But players who are out there putting their bodies on the line for you and your legacy, we know you're a legend. You want to critique them on how they get paid? You want to talk about Jimbo Fisher and them taking care of their players? It's a joke. You're a hypocrite. Whenever things don't go Nick Saban's way, he's the oldest baby in the world. He's ridiculous. He's too great for this, B. Jones. Let these kids eat. These kids are taking care of their families just like you're doing. You don't even need $94 million. You're already made. Why don't you give some of that money to your players? But no, you won't do it. You let your boosters do it. Forget Nick Saban, man. You are the GOAT, but you're wrong on this one.
Ken, why you was laughing? Ms.Manhattan?
Because
he got passion.
Yes,
man, dude.
Because you already knew where he was going to go.
Hey, well, I'm going to say this, man. My kid will never go play for Nick Saban after that. I'm going to be real with you. If everybody taking a discount, you take a discount. My kid will go to Ohio State, LSU, Florida, Texas A&M, somewhere else. Can't go play for Nick Saban because that, to me, that's a mindset issue that I can have, but y'all can't. I'm going to tell you, that's a bigger concern I want everybody to be paying attention to, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some kids give up on him in the next couple of years. All right, Kevin, quickly, fantasy drafts are all over the place. They already happened. I already had one of my big league fantasy drafts, but give everybody one draft rule that you live by, man. So it's just to help them to get prepared for their fantasy drafts that's coming.
Can I just give two real quick? I always
give two.
Depending on where I'm drafting, if I'm like number 10, I'm taking the best player.
Okay, best player available. That's a good draft tip.
If I'm like 1 through 5, I'm taking like the best running back because, they do that thing. And wait till the end to take a kicker. You don't need to
you don't need to take Evan McPherson in the 7th round.
The 6th round. Man, wait till that almost down to the last round.
Yeah, this is my tip. There's going to come a point to where you're going to be deciding over two players. They might be wide receiver twos or running back twos. My advice to you guys is pick the player on the team that scores the most points. As simplistic as that may sound, you would see a lot of people look at these evaluations and ADPs and they try to get cute and they say, well, this person is this, and all this. Bottom line, if they play for a team that put up points, they are going to have better opportunities to put up points. Stop trying to be cute. Pick the players on teams that produce points. And in order to do that, they got to have good quarterbacks. So if you pick a player that's on Carolina and you drafting DJ Moore early, good luck with that. DJ Moore might have a great year, but it's a better chance that Alan Lazard has more yardage than DJ Moore.
Or the Kansas City receivers.
Or Juju Smith-Schuster. Exactly right. All right, Kevin. Last one. Our beloved Wings are playing in an elimination game in the first round of the WNBA playoffs. We are without our best player.
No, she's playing
tonight. Ooh, but they got their best player, the returning MVP. They one of the better teams in the league. Not even sure how they ended up in this situation. But Kevin, do we stand a chance tonight? Can we win this game?
I mean, we were up by 30 on them the last game. Guess what? At halftime, it's 36-34 Wings.
Let's go. Hopefully we'll be able to get off of this thing. All right, Kevin. So I am one. We've been ranking the wide receivers. I'm gonna go quickly through this. I know we're approaching the top of the hour. I'm gonna go quickly. Last week we gave 12A to Michael Pittman Jr. We gave 12B to CD Lamb, 11 Terry McLaurin, 10 DK Metcalf, 9 AJ Brown / Mike Evans, 8 Keenan Allen, and 7 was Tyreek Hill. So for the final 6, which is technically 7, we got number 6, Deebo Samuels. Number 5, Stephon Diggs. And even though y'all forgot about Dre, number 4, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3, I gave it a tie to the LSU wide receivers at Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Number 2, Cooper Kupp. And number 1, Devontae Adams. Kevin, what are your grievances with this list?
That you couldn't just separate the LSU players. You couldn't.
Jealousy. You got to let that go.
Do it, but I'm with the list, man. I rock with it.
All right. Well, y'all heard it. Next week we doing quarterbacks. How many quarterbacks? We're gonna do 2 weeks of quarterbacks, Kevin, or we're gonna do 3 weeks of quarterbacks? How many weeks of quarterbacks we're gonna do?
I mean, we keep doing all of them. We're gonna get into the season, man. We need to just go ahead and wrap this up, don't we?
Yeah, we got
Dak Prescott.
Oh, Lord. Hey, be ready, Pam, because I'm curious. We're going to do 2 weeks of quarterbacks. So we'll start next week with number 12 through 7 on quarterbacks. And lastly, because I've been begging my teammates, the 3 people around me right now, I've been begging them, let's do a show that's featured about the Ocho. But you know, when people tell you no, don't stop. You get creative. So I created a way to increase the Ocho. And if you don't know what the Ocho is, it is crazy, zany games that are featured that people really, truly compete at a high level. But at the same point in time, we don't know if they really sports. So here's the deal. I'm going to list out this week's sports in Ocho, and I want my crew, y'all tell me that A, is it a sport or is it not a sport? And then B, would you feeling it, you vibing, you think it's a cool sport, all right? So the answer should be, hey, it's not a sport, but I like it. Or, hey, it's not a sport and I do like it. Whatever it is, you got me? So 2-folded answer. And I'll start with you, KT. This week's Ocho sport is axe throwing.
I would do it, and it's a sport.
It is a sport. You said it is a sport?
Yeah, it's a sport.
Okay, Ms.Manhattan, what do you think?
I say no, it's not a sport, and no, I don't like it.
So after bowling, we going axe throwing. Okay, Gemini Jones.
It's too toxic for me.
I have done it. I like it. I'm pretty good at it sometimes. Is it a sport? No.
All right. Well, I am going to go with it is a sport. And I'm going to go with I love it. I went and played recently. It's hard as all get out. It takes a lot of effort. Once you get it, though, you can get good. But to hit exactly where you want to go, I'm going to say that that's a sport. It shows some kind of strategic skills. And coach, don't worry, coach, we're going to do banana ball here pretty soon. The world got to get educated to banana ball. But that is this week's pick 6.
Hey, but tell me this. When you throw it, does it, like the first time that you throw it, since it was the first time, does it always hit something?
No, it don't stick. I think I may have stuck, out of 70 throws, I may have stuck 10.
70?
Yes, it very rarely stuck. You got to get good at that. That sport takes some effort. It takes some effort.
I have a video of me hitting the bullseye.
I hit the bullseye twice. I hit the bullseye a couple of times.
But you can do that, but you can't throw a shot and hit ice? Oh, that was KT.
I could.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, Jim.
Hey, Pam, did you hit the little circle that was on the other side? Because I hit that one time. The little 12-point or the 10-point or whatever.
B. Jones, there's no need to brag.
Yeah, I was feeling myself. I was in that thing. John Wick. You know what I'm saying? Straight up Comanche. Yeah. I was balling.
Come on with the yeet, man.
All right, well, let's close this thing out. So last week when we did the 2-minute warning, I told y'all that, hey, one of my favorite fighters, Kamaru Usman, is up to defend his championship. And, of course, I watched that fight. And I don't know if y'all have already heard the news, but with the final seconds of Saturday night's UFC fight, Leon Edwards was down on every single scorecard. He was beaten, he was bruised, he was battered, he was buried. The announcers was etching, writing his gravestone. They were writing his eulogy. They were basically saying that this man's championship aspirations were all but done. But instead, beaten down and virtually out, Leon methodically plotted the final round of the fight, and when he needed it, he schemed up and landed the kick that was heard round the globe. With one swift kick, Leon Edwards took down the pound for pound best MMA fighter in the world and won the undisputed welterweight title at 170 pounds. And this is what makes it yeet worthy, because I'm all about comeback stories. Leon Edwards had already previously lost to Kumar Usman in 2015. This was his second and final shot at ever winning a championship. And if he had quit, if he had just said, hey, I lost this fight, I'm going to live to fight another day, he would not have won the championship. They showed his emotions after the fight, and it was truly a beautiful thing. So Leon Edwards, my guy, you took down the GOAT with one single kick. Congratulations to you, your family, your training camp. You guys are tenacious. You are extraordinary. You are elite. And you, sir, deserve a yeet.
And with that said, B. Jones, you remember how Amanda Nunes, how she went on and whooped old girl to get her belt back?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And Brother Leon. Brother Leon, I'm glad you got this belt, brother. But what's
Don't do that, Kevin. Don't do that.
Lord, Brother Leon, I'm proud of you, though. But this next fight.
Hey, Kevin, man, let me tell you something what's crazy. They announced before the fight. And I'm going to tell you something. When they put that little statistic up before the fight about what Vegas is doing and all that stuff, y'all pay attention to that stuff. Pay attention to that stuff because it's important. And it's a reason why they telling you that. Because they said a bettor put in a huge sum of $40,000 towards Leon Edwards. And I immediately said to myself, I said, he just lost his money. He just lost his $40,000. And do you know, with 55 seconds left to go in that fight, he rocked Kamar Usman, ended this match. He ended, and Usman, the storyline was about to be about him beating Anderson Silva record. I mean, I had a GOAT emoji all ready to text, and then just like that, it turned the whole MMA world on the axis. So if you don't know the sport yet, y'all need to start watching. I'm telling y'all, it's a beautiful sport. It's fun. I'm just telling you, you got to start watching and enjoying it.
And the cold thing is, B. Jones, is just that meme. He just... Oh man, Leon.
Yeah, he was stiff. Usman was out. It wasn't even no question.
Leon, he is gonna get you, and he's coming for you. I'm praying for you, brother.
Wow.
All right, so
sorry, I was on mute. It is time for the 2-minute warning. Who are y'all shouting out this week? B. Jones, what you got?
You know what? I'm going to shout out Coach Steve. I'm going to shout out the Little League World Series first and foremost. It's always good to see the little kids come out and play baseball. I'm going to shout out all our high schoolers who are about to get ready for the football season. I'm so excited about football. Shout out Little League football. And then, like I said, we got a lot of people that's supporting with us and rocking with us, like Coach Steve that's got kids that's actually going out there on Friday nights, laying it all down, or Thursday nights, whatever it may be. Brooklyn got some boys. So I just want to wish everybody a good, healthy year. And we're going to be rooting for y'all. We're going to be rooting for y'all, and we're going to be telling y'all story week by week here on the show.
We got to go to a game, too.
All right, KT, what you got?
I don't know how old this is, but I was on Instagram and I saw something on Tyler Perry, how he paid Cicely Tyson, the late Cicely Tyson, $1 million for one day of work to give her some security in her latter years. So I don't think a lot of people talked about that, and I hope it's true, but it's on this one black site, so I'm thinking it is. But shout out to Tyler Perry if it's true and he really did that, because you know that she never really got the money that she deserved ever as an actor.
All right, Katie.
So I'm not gonna be here next week. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the comments for showing love tonight. And then also shout out to y'all. Y'all are gonna have an amazing show next week. And I think that's all I got.
Kevin, I got a new policy. If you're not going to be in attendance, you got to find somebody to take your place. I think that's how they do it in the real world, ain't it? If you ain't going to be here, who going to cover for you? That's what I want to know. Because these two right here, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You ain't going to be here too, Gemini?
My contract.
Oh. You better hit
she was trying to get out. She was trying to get out and work a couple of years.
All right, I want to shout out, this past weekend, I was in St. Louis. My friend Dawn got married to her boo Julian, so shout out to them. And shout out to me sitting here with applesauce all over my lap and multitasking because of this little one right here. We got applesauce everywhere, but that's all right because we doing this thing right. We sure are. All right, y'all. That concludes our show for this evening. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Ain't that right? So tell somebody, y'all. All right, we out of here.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.